There we go. All right. What is up, everybody? We are at the Southwest Fiber Arts and Quilt Show. And we are going to start off here on this wall and go down to the back to see how good of our reception we're going to get. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with YLI threads and whatnot.
Is that your, like, people follow you on
People do,
social media?
yes.
And it's Pop Quilter?
No, it's A Couture Crafting.
M-A Couture Crafting.
Uh-huh.
M-A
Couture Crafting. Mm-hmm. That is me.
You got called out yesterday. I was right behind you.
Were you?
And I'm like,
I didn't know who was she talking. I was like, who is she talking to? Couture and then crafting.
And you just go to quilt shows. Never try to type
With the glove on. I do travel around to tons of quilt shows and bring people with me who can't come, who can't be there.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
I love just it makes quilt porn.
Oh my!
It's 100% legal.
Yes.
It's a little addictive, but
I love it too.
It gets my heart going like. Ugh.
Me too. We feel the same way about quilting. We feel the same way. All right, thank you. All right, you guys, y'all know how we do. We stop, we chat, we talk, we love on quilts. So I'm gonna start in this first section here, and this first section is for Bob from YLI Threads. His wife passed away about 4 or 5 years ago, and they did an exhibit of her quilts that are all the way down here. So we're just gonna take a look at some of them. She's got some that I am absolutely obsessed with, several of them. And we are gonna walk down and just take a look. The quilting on these is just amazing. What's up, Cherry? This one here is one of my favorites. Surprise, surprise. It's the one with the rainbows on it. And again, these are all her works. We've seen some of them like in the shop when we went to Fab Fabrics. But look, she's an amazing quiltress. Absolutely amazing.
And you can say, well,
Hey, Terry, did you send me your quilt? I've been meaning to check forever. And I'm like, is it sent yet? And no, I wish I would rush you. You know I'm not rushing you. However, I hadn't seen it, and so I was wondering. And don't worry, again, I am not rushing you. I just really want it. And I know you're like, there are a million things that you need to be focusing on. But I want to quilt your quilt super bad. Look at this. She was just one of the best quiltresses. So creative, not scared of color. Again, these are all hers. We are in her exhibit. You just got out of the hospital on Thursday. I'm happy that you are out of the hospital. That means that you're doing better. And you don't stress or anything like that. I just wanted to be sure that I hadn't missed it. Because it's important to me. Look at all of this. My goodness. And everybody else who's listening, if you have some quilt tops that you need quilted, send them to me. I am loving quilting everybody's stuff. I mean, I have so much fun doing it. I don't care what your quilt looks like. I don't care what you have done to it. I don't care if you think it's not good enough. It is. I will take it. I will put my stamp on it and get it back to you super quickly. She is a quiltress, I tell you. Boy, this is beautiful. This is a huge show. This show is actually slightly larger in regards to quilts that have been taken in than QuiltCon. So QuiltCon will hang about 480. This one here has over 500. So this is a big quilt show. It's getting packed today. Okay, again, I'm not rushing you, Terry. I just wanted to be sure that I hadn't missed it and that you were still going to give it to me because, again, I want to quilt it super, super bad. So how do you have all this straight line quilting and these motifs in there? Look at that. Okay, and here she is. This is Heather Purcell. If you want to pause and read, here you are. And there she is. Yeah, I love that ombre thread on that too. Now, can you imagine being a quiltress like this and being married to Bob, who at the time had Superior threads? He's moved on. He made Superior threads, and then retired, and now he's moved on to YLI threads. Hey, Debbie. Debbie, I miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Happy you're here. This is like the match made in heaven, right? Thread guy plus quiltress. I mean, does it get any better? I think not. Boy, the quilting on these is just amazing. Feathers galore. Do I have water? I do have water. I got some from the hotel. Thank you. Now I need to buy a water jug. So, if you guys don't know, because this is random Mac information, bought a house, cool. And I changed out the water system to one of those filtration systems because we don't have wonderful tap water that we can drink in good old Los Angeles, California. And I'm in the middle of Los Angeles, California, like. So now I don't have to keep buying all these bottles of water, which were really starting to get on my nerves and very expensive. Bottles of water. So now I need an actual water carrier. Now, I don't know if I'm a Stanley girly. Ooh, baby. Oh, she's talking. I don't know if I'm a Stanley girly, if it even matters. I don't know how big of a container that I need to carry around. But I was running out the house and I'm like, geez, I need some water. And I didn't have any bottles of water because, again, stop buying bottles of water. I need a water bottle. And I'm sure you're like, just get a bottle. Well, everything that I do is a decision. A well thought out decision. What water bottle do I want? Do I want to put quilting stickers all over my water bottle? Yes, I am that kooky about many things. Look at the quilting on that. What a cool motif. Thank you, Debbie. I never, ever, 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 ever thought I would have a house. Never. Not in Los Angeles, California. I was like, nah, that won't happen. I have been saying it for years. You guys would hear me saying on the videos, if me and my husband ever buy a house or we'd like to buy a house, I had kind of given up on that. I'm like, these houses, how? You know, but now I got one. I got one. And now I need a water bottle. So you guys tell me your favorite water bottles. Is it a thing? Like, do I need a Yeti water bottle? Do I need a Stanley? This is a very interesting color story. Those are interesting greens. Look at that straight line quilting. Where does it how did she travel? Is she traveling in the ditch? Where's the traveling? Is she traveling in the ditch, guys? Because I can't see it. I am intrigued on her technique here. Because it's not bulky right here, right? I'm not seeing a bunch of seams or thread that's being traced there. How is this done? Man. People can quilt their tails off. Go, Heather. I see you, Heather. Look at the lime green thread there. This is just amazing. Camelback. You know, I thought about Camelback today because Disneyland just released it looks like a jetpack that has the little Grogu, the little green guy on it. And it reminds me of the Camelback because it has a very, very, very long straw so that you can drink from the backpack style. It's a whole thing. So I thought about Camelback. And I only know Camelbacks to have a thing that you can bite, you know, while you're running or biking or whatnot. Leave it to me to have the most random Disney reference there.
Winning vote will be photographed outside.
I am loving this exhibit. Heather she has some amazing pieces. So I was talking to her daughter, and her daughter has, I wonder which ones are the ones that her daughter wants really badly. She said she will fight her brothers for the ones that she wants. Thank you guys for getting involved in this water bottle conversation with me because yes, I am that crazy and it is a decision. And especially if I got to spend $50 on a cup. The Yeti keeps your drink cold with ice, and then for a long time Stanley is a second choice, right? And I remember Stanley almost got me when they came out with the Wicked bottles because I was like, of course, right? I need a Wicked themed cup, right? Of course I do. Thank you, Vicky. Now, when I tell you being a homeowner, I've been a homeowner for all of 5 minutes. And when I tell you I've run into every kind of silly issue, I bought the house from some flippers, and turns out instead of actually doing the work, they just painted things to make them look brand new. The drawers in my kitchen are falling off. We put in the air conditioning unit. Immediately was the first thing that we did is put in air conditioning. And yesterday I was just standing in my hallway and I heard something running like some water was on. You guys, the clamps on the air conditioning unit were not clamp tight or proper, the wrong ones. And yes, water was all over everything. The brand new unit, the heater. I'm like, did I get enough homeowners insurance? Have I finished my exploding heart? Not even a little bit. I am going to get back to that as soon as I get back. That is the quilt that is on my list. I actually saw some new fabrics in that line, and I can't believe he's doing more fabrics. You guys, we have 500 quilts, and so you guys know that on a smaller show, I will show you who did what. Probably not going to happen in this show. We're just going to catch some quilty vibes because it's just too big. No, I did not finish that Wicked quilt yet. The Exploding Heart one, not yet. But I will. Yeah, I had to get AC. Had to. And then I realized when hiring people to do work, oh, it's just been, again, homeowner for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, guys. So I thought that I was going to get one of those brand new homes in the suburbs of Los Angeles, right? The beautiful, big, airy, completely redone homes. but we would have been about 2 hours, maybe more, away from the city. And my parents live in the city, and my husband works in the city. And you know, it's what I thought I wanted. But then the house right next door to mom and dad became available. And I became obsessed. I mean, I just was going crazy about having that house. I didn't want anybody else to live next to them. I was concerned about that. And then I just had to have that house. And I went through a lot to get it. And honestly, every time mom pops her head into the house, she comes across her grass, my heart gets full and warm. And I realize that the most important things in life really are family. I mean, I know that they taught me that lesson as a child, but I love that house so much because it is right next door to mom and dad. If I were to look at my camera system right now, I guarantee you, mom or dad is probably in the backyard trimming my bushes, sweeping the front thing. I feel so incredibly blessed. And again, it's not how I saw my life going, but never saw myself in the quilt world either. And it's like my whole personality. So I am really, really, really happy about where things are right now, even if everything is going wrong in that house. Well, this is a very cool quilt. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. What cool blocks. Wildflower seeds quilt pattern. Look at how they hang their, is that a magnet? I like that. I like this done by magnets. That's pretty cool that they're hanging by magnets. Now, if you guys see a quilt that you want me to stop and visit and dive deep on, you guys know what to do. Just tell me. Say, go back. Because again, 500 hanging quilts, I don't know that we will be able to catch them all and say whose they are. You guys know how much I love a rectangle quilt. I'm dying to see a totem quilt in person by Jane Sassman, who is my favorite quiltress of all time. Well, this is quilted by Vicki Rubel, who is a quiltress, won tons of awards. She's amazing. I think her shop is here. I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but I'm pretty sure I walked past her. I think she's in Vegas. Yes, because when I was we met her at the Vegas show. I met her. Did we meet her together? I don't remember. But we were hanging out in Vegas with Vicki. I imagine we will see a lot of her work in the show because it's right here. My goodness, this one, first place. What category would this be in? I don't know if they have I should have taken a little, oh, this is the pictorial art. I would have guessed that. This is such a clean picture. For outstanding achievement in quilt making, this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I was talking to some of the people who are working the show, and they are hoping to make this a huge international show. This is the first year that they have partnered with YLI, and they are hoping to grow this show. So 500 quilts, if you're into a quilt show, this one might be one of the ones you want to come to. It was really easy for me to get here. I drove up. I was about 5.5 hours from home, And it was the most beautiful, easy drive ever. Place to stay, so close. You do not have to leave this little area if you don't want to, but it's St. George. It's a beautiful area. I found this to be a very nice, very easy, and affordable show. They had classes. We have to finish by 3 o'clock. Not that we would go that long, but we might, because Marilyn Badger is actually here. And she's another reason. I mean, I'd do anything for Bob. I really love YLI. They are my thread of choice for my long arming. And I just bought a whole bunch more YLI. You know, I have the whole line of Quilt Maker. I will now have the whole line of Super Strong. But Bob is all right by me. He looks out for me. I look out for him. So it is possible that if you are in the area, you might want to check out this show if you can get to it. I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. They have a few vendors here. Not like a billion, but they have some good ones. These kits are so spectacular. This is an original design. Oh, there we go. It stands out quite a bit. Very, very, very bright. Interesting color story. Those polka dots in there with the hand quilting. Interesting. I love the quilting choice for this. So this is I forget what you call these types of quilts. Just row by row. But look at the quilting choice. I have a pattern that is similar to this. Everybody has one. And I do like what's happening here. I like the choice of quilting. Angie Holt. This feels very Southwest. A good Southwest palette, right?
I don't know how they do that.
Okay. Oh my. This is cool.
I don't know what we were supposed to do with this. This is so you can write down for the butter. I'm not ready to put it in.
What an interesting, I don't know how I'm working this floor. The layout is interesting and I don't know how I want to do it, but what is this? I feel like this is telling me a story of some sort.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Dixie Center. So let's know that the presentation in Friday featuring Jen Wagner is about to begin. Once again,
Jen Wagner, Snapdragon Quilts.
thank you very much.
She's going to be teaching at QuiltCon. Good for her. I don't think I'm doing this right. I think I should go down each of these because I think that's how we'll figure it out. We'll just wander all around until we've wandered the show. I love those panels. Aren't these panels cute? Yeah, When I say next door, I mean right next door, like walk across the grass. I think you're right. I think it was like a Buckingham Castle kind of a quilt, right? Um, I think you're right with the. So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm an only kid, right? So having that house right next door, and then this one is just I'll never have to worry about who that house next door is going to or anything like that. And I'm thinking about turning it into like a compound kind of a thing because I have plans to, because the house is not exactly what I wanted, right? We're in Utah at the Dixie Convention Center. The house is not exactly what I wanted, of course, because it's Los Angeles and all the houses in Los Angeles are extremely expensive for not a lot of property. You know, it is what it is. So there's some additions and things that we're planning to do. And I'm like, we might as well just combine some some elements of the two houses. And I think that is what we are going to do. So we were standing out in front and we were just staring at both of the houses. It was my mom and and I was like, I think I'm going to put some pavement here so that it goes all the way up into the back. And we're talking and she was like, yeah, well, I think your property line ends right here. I said, Mom, what? I said, get out of here. She just started laughing. Property line. If you don't get out of here with that, care about her little stupid property line. And we had a big old laugh about it because, yeah. And she really wants me to do what we were talking about because the way that she enters my home is through, she just walks across the side. Like she doesn't go out and come up the front and all that. So it would be better if it was paved and connecting. And that's what I want. I want to just connect it all together.
You're good, dear.
Hi.
Doing the same thing.
Okay.
So I got this on a pair of glasses.
This is a beautiful color story. I love this red and gold. I'm a fan of grunge, and this is like a gold grunge. You guys see that?
One's up in the front.
Oh, okay. These are just lovely here. Man, look at the corner on that. Yeah, Melissa Corning, Teresa Lusty. Goodness gracious, I love this.
I'm going to have energy and I'm going to be able to walk.
All right. This is just a magnificent quilting job. You know what? I'm noticing that a lot of the quilts in this show are custom done and beautifully done at that. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a lovely bed quilt. I would like to have this. I like the fabric choice on this. And that border. I like this quilt a lot. I have gotten down here and there's just a bunch of people. We have run into people. I need to go back and around and through, I think. How am I going to do this? Oops, excuse me. Look at this. This is... Yeah, I didn't do this right at all. I missed a whole section.
Well, I guess it would depend on the material. But you
Check out this.
how dense the weave is on the material. This one too. Did you want to see the back of the quilt
Sure.
or anything?
Sure, I'll check the back of this one.
Yeah.
This one has quite a bit of quilting.
Yes. Are you a, do you put this on YouTube?
I do.
Oh, what is your channel?
It's A Couture Crafting.
Oh, okay.
A Couture Crafting.
Okay. Perfect.
That'll get you to me.
Yeah.
Oh my. Wow. Look at this. This
Can you
is,
just
oh yeah, this is
light?
perfect. This
Okay, there you go.
This is perfect. We can see all of the detail here. This is a tremendous job. Wow. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Boy, that's nice. Oh, they're birds. Son of a gun. Missed it. Did you guys miss it? I knew. You guys probably didn't. There's a bird. Look. There's a bird in there. And then look, now the bird's facing down. But look, now the bird is facing up. This is amazing. Oh, I'm so tickled by this. We almost missed that. Okay, Connie, I see you. And Miss Amy Robertson, the quilter. Yeah, nailed it. She was like, you know what? I see something. I got an idea. And Connie let her cook. Or Connie was like, hey, I got an idea. Can you execute this? I don't know what that conversation was, but I wish I did know, because absolutely, this was just a match made in heaven. Ah, love that. Can you guys, oh boy. There we go. Can you see the bird? It's a bird, and then the wings, and then the tail, and it's facing down this way. All right. I guess I gotta leave it, but boy, do I just want to stare at it a little bit. Look, it's a chicken. Y'all know how I feel about my chicken quilts. This quilt feels so serious. Madonna, right? Like I thought that was just lovely on that birds of a feather. Okay, you guys, I realized I walked the outside of the thing, but didn't go to the inside of these. And I think I don't understand. I should have looked. I need an aerial view of this show to understand how one is supposed to. It's like they have little pods. Maybe. No, maybe I should. Okay. No, new plan. I've got it. Don't worry, we got it. Figured out how I'm going to walk it. That's pretty. Lots of custom quilting in this show. Again, loving the idea of using magnets to hang their information cards. This quilt just made me feel kind of warm. I felt like it hugged me. I love fall. I love Halloween time. It's like I can smell the time just by looking at this quilt. What a beautiful pick of fabrics. Ah, that just gave me the warm and fuzzies inside. I wonder what it's like hanging quilts for a show. You're like, okay, I have this quilt, this quilt, this quilt. It might be able to fit here. You know? And I like how this show is actually hung. There's no sleeves needed. Wait a minute. Okay, I see you. That has to be very quick and a lot easier. You guys see that? There's no sleeves needed for this. You just clip it. I'd like to talk to whoever hung this show, because the pros of that and the cons of that, I wonder. No sleeves. No wonder these quilts are hanging beautifully. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, I'm tickled by this. You see the quilt. Where are you shipping it to? You're gonna ship it to. Was there a pattern theme for the show? I don't know. Where are you shipping this to? You're gonna ship it to the 701 address. You're gonna ship it to 701 West Redondo Beach Boulevard, number 1215, and that's gonna be Gardena, California. And I can't remember my zip code right this second. I think it's 90748, but I could be wrong. So don't ship it. Don't. I sent you the address. I think via email. And I don't have my other phone here, so that I can't get into this phone because I'm on it, just to be sure. But I think it's 90748, my zip code. I don't know that there was a pattern theme for this show or this. All of these felt very Tilda, but they're not. It's just that color story. But really, these two match. They might be the same person who did these two. They are. So that's like the same fabrics. And then you have this Tilda over here, which I've always enjoyed. So it feels very cohesive in this corner. That's a big bed quilt. Again, custom quilting, I think, yeah. Such a clean design. I saw this one yesterday. It kept catching my eye. Why, you say? Because it is bejeweled. I don't know if you guys are catching any of that sparkle. If you ever have panels, you really should check out what are they called? BQ. Who are those people? The BQ5 people. The Maple Island quilts. They have a ton of these types of patterns. And you might find one that really highlights a block where you can, cut your panels down and make them work. And this was an excellent use of these fabrics in this panel. It's really interesting to me. It's this denim color right here that really is drawing me into. Very interesting way to quilt it. It's just a bunch of squiggles that go down the quilt. Squiggly squigglies. And oddly enough, they do not detract. That quilt really drew me in. I got a chance to look at it really well, really good yesterday. That applique work on the sides here. Candy Snickles. Oh, that's her name. I thought that was a pattern. What a cute name, Candy Snickles. She's the quilter. All right. Oh, I should just stand here while nobody is around. Quilt flying geese into something. I wonder if this is paper pieced. Look at that metallic thread. I wonder what metallic that it is, because it is not just metallic, it's variegated.
We have a piece of paper that has, you know, this on it. You want that? No, don't it. There's somebody.
I also stared at this. I just see seahorses. Does anybody else see seahorses? I see seahorses that are just dancing away. And that's done with a log cabin. I hung out with this yesterday a little bit because I wanted to know how one does it. And it looks like it's a skinny log cabin and a thick log cabin block back to back. Very interesting what happens when you change the thickness of the log cabin. Actually, upon further review, it looks like they just changed the color placement. So the log cabin is the same. It's just the thick ones here have the color and then the nude right here. And then on this side, it's color and then the nude is on the thin side. Am I the only person who does this? Oh, it's an original design. Oh, Connie, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I reverse engineer quilts. I probably should stop doing that. But if Connie had a pattern and I was going to do it, I promise you I would buy it from Connie. But I do look to see how stuff comes together. I'm always intrigued. I feel like this is a great color story. This would go with my bedroom. No, it wouldn't. No, and I take that back. But this doesn't feel super girly. It feels like you could get a guy under this without having any issues, without him saying it's too girly. So I picked a color scheme for our bedroom, and I wanted to add some accents with some pops of something. And so I asked my husband, what do you feel about leopard? I was like, I swear it's not going to be feminine. You know, it's really not a girly bedroom, I don't think. And initially he was not a fan. And then I think he just got sick of me. And he was like, you know what, do what you want. Say less, sir, say less. At some point I will probably have to give you guys a tour, because we have got to add all of the quilty touches to the house. The house will be full of stealthy and clever hidden quilt stuff. Probably not so hidden to quilters, but to the average person, they probably will just think, oh, she made a nice design. No, it was with intention. So much intention. I like this neutrally color story here. This is the size that a lot of my clients have been preferring in regards to their pantographs that they've been choosing. There are a lot of people who don't love a super duper duper tight pantograph. And this one is nice and open, and you can really let the fabric breathe. Some people are like, don't quilt my stuff to death. They're like, this is going on a bed. And really, I was taught that how stiff your quilt is depends on what you put in it, and less about how it's quilted. And I don't know that I'm going to accept that answer. As someone who's long arming now, I'm like, I don't know if I believe that, because the more densely it's quilted, it does move differently. But there are two schools of thought on that. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think the density of quilting affects how your quilt moves? Or is it just wash it all, and once you wash it, it will move fine? But again, a lot of my clients lately are like, hey, I don't like my stuff densely quilted. And I'm like, okay, gotcha. I need to put on my website, when you're choosing the density, there's a standard density, which really is more like that. And then there's stuff that's more dense that I do, which costs a little more. But I need to put some actual samples so that you can see the difference. Ooh, it just got warm right here. I am very warm.
Where they're going to take blocks and match them with panels. Is what they're going to do. Because there's people who there's people who will put things together to make a kit.
Do you remember
So I make
did all those
boxes
kits?
and
I brought
boxes.
29 kits there about a year ago, and they gave me
That comes together beautifully in the center. Somebody can sew their tails off. Look at the precision on that. Who is this? This is, oh, well. Wow. Oh, here's another nice open design. I really like the scale of the quilting on this. Cheryl Bridges, she is all up and through this show. I don't know who Cheryl Bridges is, but I've seen her name over and over and over again. I feel like that red one I was just looking at, not the one right here, but the other red one that we were looking at before, where I initially talked about the pantograph, which is interesting because she's quilting her own stuff. So her relationship with pantographs and what she wants on her quilts is a little different. I'd love to talk to Cheryl. Cheryl, where are you? Let's talk. Let's talk. I would say this is very dense. I've been seeing this a lot, this particular design, quite a bit in shows. And obviously we're in a red, white, and blue section. This is, I don't know, the category is just pieced and large, but it's a red, white, and blue here. And now there's a bunch of small quilts. Ooh, look at that small quilt down there. Where shall we go? I've stumbled into people again. Yeah, I think Cheryl Bridges did this one too. She did. That was done by Cheryl Bridges. This one is done by Lila Kukowski. Viewer's choice. It's a lot of work. I am going to assume this is English paper piece.
I love the way they ran it off the edge. It really is.
Look at the little flange border. It's in the details, guys. It's in the details. Oh, so many people. Where did all these people come from? Halloween. Look at the bats. Look at the bats. I see your bats. You're tucked away in there, Miss Karen. Ah, she sent hers to sew. Yeah. All right, I want to get in here, but there are so many people. People, go away. I want to love on the quilts, not you. Just kidding. like this moth. I like that they use a speckled background. It's not stark white. It's got that pinky undertone to it. Pretty color choice with that. Things don't always have to be stark white.
There are 65 quilts from DQN or from Vegas. We took
Quilt Maker Academy by Zen Chic. I like that
all
pattern.
the specialty ribbons except Best of Show.
I like when people use metallic threads. And this looks like some metallic pearl cotton. That's it looks like it's hand done.
And years ago, I went to a quilt show in Illinois, and there was no judging. Tangled
Hey, Tony. You hanging out with me as I'm over here just running my mouth and hanging out with my quilty BFFs. Now, don't forget, if you can't stand my commentary, you don't have to tell me. You just put me on mute. Grab a cup of coffee and hang out. Okay, quiltress. So you just gonna line up your points, huh? You just gonna make this look like a continuous line. I see you. I appreciate you, Donna. You better work. You better work. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is couture level quilting. All right. Shout out to Donna doing the hard things.
Yes, yes.
Tori, I knew I wasn't crazy. Trying to tell me that it's about what's on the inside of the quilt, not the density. Make that make sense. You know, people tell you anything. And so, even if they are teaching you something, question it. Make it make sense to you. If we were to do a sample right now and we were to quilt something loose and then we were to quilt something more dense, you know it would be more stiff. Now, I'm not saying that once you put it in the water, it won't relax. And I don't know what the difference would be at that point. That might be a better argument. You gonna watch it a few times? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. The more you watch it, throw me in the background, the more that helps me, this channel, and the business. So you go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Ooh, they have variegated red, white, and blue thread? Well, okay. Who's got that? I wonder if YLI has it. I would like to do that on some Quilts of Valor or some 250th or Olympic quilts or, okay, those are all the red, white, blue things I know. But don't think you're not going to do some red, white, and blue. I done bought all that red, white, and blue fabric, and it must go somewhere. So I'm going to show you guys what to do with it. I'm going to show y'all what I would do with it. Is that a waffle fabric? It is indeed waffle fabric. Okay, texture. Somebody was in the mood for a little texture. Oh, that's right, fiber. This is not just a quilt show. Fiber. I see fiber. Imagine that. Okay. All right. I am in an area that feels like I'm in an exhibit area. And I don't know the exhibit, but I do know I love me a rectangle wall hanging. Okay. Where are we? What is happening? Okay, so on this side, maybe these are all done by Cheryl Styler. Maybe we're in a Cheryl Styler exhibit. And if we are, whoa. Look at the trees. How was that done? Oh, just the right pick of fabric. Boy, that has a lot of depth from afar. Look at the branches. Oh, look at all the fibers that are used to make that do what it's doing. In the camera, you can see so much more detail of how it comes together. In person, you just see a very dimensional looking tree. It's totally tricking my eye. It's a little bit more difficult to trick a camera's eye. But in person, that just looks like a tree. Is this by Cheryl too? Okay, I'm wrong. Oh, yes. Yes, quilted by Cheryl. No, maybe we're not in the Cheryl side. I don't know, guys. I'm so sorry. But I'll know once we get to the side that you were probably supposed to enter from. These are beautiful. Look at these little guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we are in the Valor area, I guess. Let freedom ring. Maybe this is the 250th area. Oh, here we go. My goodness. I'm going to just hold this here. You guys pause it and read it should you want to. Just put it on pause. My goodness, look at this. Wow. The coral reef, restoring the coral reef. I want to restore a coral reef. Miss Terry, what are you saying? You're always in my lives. Do you feel like you miss my lives? I feel like you're always around. What do you mean? Oh, this is holographic looking kind of tool. That is giving beautiful shine. It's coming up just white, but it's holographic. As are the jellyfish tentacles. This is beautiful. Look at Nemo and his dad. I don't know if it's just because I love color or reefs or water or what. We've got some words in there. It says God is in the middle of all the things. God created sea and all things therein, I think it says. Look at the red. My goodness. Sorry. Look at the dimension with that fabric they used right there so that it's dark. It's shadow on that side. I don't know if that's just dyed fabric or if it was dyed afterward to do what we needed it to do. But I'm always so impressed when people can take fabric that is already however it is and make it work for them without having to come through and paint it themselves, which is still beautiful. It's just different. That feels like a total framed picture. They've got the Celtic braid. What is that technique called? The bias tape. Vicky, me too. I love that coral reef too. I think it's just amazing. I think it's just beautiful. I didn't know how much I love landscape quilting until I got into this section. I don't usually love it like this, but I'm certainly loving this. You know, I'm usually more of a geometric quilty kind of girl, but something about these is just drawing me in. Look at how cool this is. This is silk. No, it's not. It's just satin stitched down. It's beautiful. You know how much I love me a detail. Also, check out where the binding stops here so that it continues through the gold. And there's an actual pieced border under some of that applique work. Magnificent. Just magnificent. Ooh. You feel like you're looking up? So these look like they're Susan McBride's. So the other side must have been Cheryl's. There we go. We finally figured it out. And then we've got one more here. It just looks like it's on fire. My goodness. That white in the center is making this look like it is just glowing. Check out the way that it was quilted to add the cracks and whatnot. Boy. Look at how beautifully this is stitched down. and then the fire coming through it. Look at the stitch they used. It looks like a blind hem stitch. I bet you none of us would have thought to use it like that. You see what I'm talking about? It's right in there. There it is. Very, very, very cool. You know, I love a detail. And again, these are Susan McBride's. Okay.
So, are you FaceTiming somebody?
The whole world, actually.
That's it.
The whole world. Trying to give a little bit of glimpse into how cool this all is. Wow. All right. And then we've got lots of Valor stuff here. Lots and lots of God Bless America. All right. Let's move on down the road. Hey, Quilt Gallery. I don't know if you guys know Quilt Gallery. They're in Montana, right?
Yeah.
They have got some of the coolest stuff that I've seen at a booth. So if you guys get a chance, check them out in Montana. They're the kind of store that I would shop at. So if you guys like what me and my style, you're probably going to like them. They've got a retreat that they do. They do a bunch of retreats, actually. I'm going to have to try to get up and see them because, again, their store just seems like the kind of store where I want to hang out. I bought some Alexander Henry fabric. I don't know if they still have it yesterday. You guys know if you see Alexander Henry fabric and you like it, you must get it. I bought this yesterday. We are losing the plot here. I know I'm supposed to be showing you quilts, but I just couldn't. Okay, all right. Losing the plot. Here we go. We're back to quilts. How is this done? I need to understand how this is sewn down. I want to know. I got a chance to go to Alex Anderson's talk yesterday. It was called like a night with Alex Anderson, and I didn't know what that exactly meant. But really it was like a trunk show and the history of her. And I got a chance to really have a better understanding of who she is as a quiltress. Now, I knew that she started off a lot of this, and she was one of the founders of a lot of what we do now. That I understood. But if you had said match the quilt to the quilter, I would not have been able to tell you any of her quilts. Her style is so different than what I expected. I got a chance to learn so much about her. So if you ever get a chance to see her talk, and she's talking about herself and her journey, you guys take the opportunity to see and hear, because it was really cool. Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you? Oh, she had a quilt that had some concentric circles that were kind of like that technique, I think. She was explaining to me how she does it, but that is what made me think of her. Look at all this grunge. This could just be a sample for grunge, which grunges exist. And I am not mad if that's what they were doing. All right. Where are we now? I walked this quilt show in such a weird way. I don't know when we're going to end up where, but again, just catch the vibes with me. Just catch the vibes, the quilty vibes. This one won first place in something. Let's go see. In the applique. I love me a Dresden, and I see some big Dresdens there. Love Dresdens. I am getting ready to do a pantograph design that is very similar to this. I like it. This is cool. This is an interesting custom job. So they wanted the circles to kind of go around the circle. So they made it happen. Interesting. You try to catch the quilt show. I'm not a member of the quilt show. But yeah, if you get a chance to hear her talk about how she got here and some of the things that and it wasn't a heavy talk or anything like that. It wasn't like, these are my struggles. It was her quilting journey and where she started, and it was a light kind of a talk. But boy, did I enjoy it. Because again, I don't think I'd ever seen quilts that she's turning out. I mean, yes, I'll see her block of the month stuff or whatever, but very different than who she is as a quilt artist. And now I just feel like I know her better. Charlene Stewart. Now, what I find interesting about this is where they chose not to quilt. There's a lot of non-quilted areas, which I'm a fan of, especially when I know that there was a very specific decision made. So, I'm going to get close to this and show you guys. Look at the quilting that's done here. There's no quilting right in that area. No quilting around here. No quilting in here. Okay, you see the quilting? And then you see where it's not quilting. Very interesting. So this one's done by Dina Shepherd, I think. And I think the pattern is Smith Street Designs. I think her tag fell off, unfortunately, so I'm looking at the ground here. She took a class to make the stunning quilt, and it was a lot of fun. I'm trying to understand the quilting. Sorry, guys. I'm like all up in this, trying to understand where the quilting is happening and where it's not. But I can see that it's happening in this triangle. I mean, these triangles right here. You can't see my finger. Triangle, triangle, and then triangle. And then down here. And so that's what's giving it, I think, I don't know. I have to come back and look at this a bit. I'm trying to understand the quilting on this. Because it looks like these three triangles, right, are all quilted, and then you go to the top and then you do a quilting design underneath the berries and flowers and things. And yes, this is an embroidery design, but whoever quilted it did the exact same quilting for the one next to me, and they're not done by the same person, but they're quilted by the same person. This one is made and quilted by the same person. This one is made by somebody else and quilted by the person that quilted this and made this. I don't know if anybody cares about what I'm telling you guys right now, but... And then it looks like this person used either 2 things of batting or some wool. Excuse me. I think they used wool on this because this one is a little floofier. We can see the quilting a little differently. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, you can see where the quilting is happening on this one a lot better because of that light blue. Very interesting. Very interesting to me. This is such a clean palette. Boy. Modern, clean design. I like that they use the leftover scraps as the binding. I guess they used it. That might have been done on purpose. I should not say that. I said that with such authority too. Like they use the leftovers for the binding. Maybe not. Maybe they bought that specifically for that. Is this cherry wood? It's hand-dyed fabrics. I'll tell you that much. Boy, that's pretty. Look at how great they stitched down their Dresden. That is some very precise stitching. They even went in between the blades, which I don't do. I just give you the outside and I'm like, you're good, you're stitched down, but not here. They went between the pieces. Just because it's little doesn't mean it's not amazing. Ooh. No. I don't know what she looks like, so stop staring. I'm staring at the lady all in her face. Okay. All right.
Oh, that is so mean. You know I don't look like it right now. Right there.
Okay.
You're official friend of Alex Anderson.
Well, we know one another.
Okay.
We do indeed know one another.
I learned everything I started learning by watching him on her show.
Really, I thought it was so interesting to look at how she started and where she is now.
Yeah.
Very, very different type of a quilter.
But you know, it makes you feel good because you know she just kind of threw herself into it. She didn't care.
Definitely.
You've got to be free.
Free. She definitely took a free approach. A little, a little bit. I take a free approach too. I just do what I feel. Okay, I need to go over here and film these really quick. I love this car here. Look at it. She used some vinyl fabric. This is Kathy Purdy. She even put somebody in there. All right. What are we doing? I need to be moving a little faster because I just noticed my battery is trying to die. And my other battery died, which is not great. Boy, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Boy, it's pretty. It's clean. It has good sized pieces. Wow. Are you kidding me? This is quilted by Marilyn Badger? Wow.
Everyone can have your attention, please. Especially Luann Riley. I was just told you found a credit card of yours.
Oh.
It's right outside the front door. There's the main desk.
I don't know that I would have said that on the microphone.
As soon as you can. Again, Luann Riley. They have found your credit card. It's right outside the ground door.
I hope they ask for ID. Although here is probably the most honest place you could lose your credit card. Look at that. Adidas attire. Where am I? Why are all the big quiltresses over here in the corner? That is Marilyn Badger. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy. That's her. You're like, who? Watch. I'm going to turn to the right real slowly. You guys be cool. Act like we're just naturally turning. Naturally turning. Right there, right there, right there. There are pants that are embroidered or just naturally turn. Naturally turn.
I watch you on YouTube
You
all the
watch
time.
me on YouTube?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, thank you for watching me. I try to get to all the shows.
Oh, I know. I saw
try.
that. When I can't make it to them, then I watch you.
Well, that's cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's a great show.
I think so too. I think it's a great show too. I thought we were caught. I thought we were caught. Okay, look, I'm gonna get you another glimpse of who she is. I'm gonna get you another glimpse right here. I'm just gonna step back to the left. That's her, that's her, that's her, that's her. Yes, I might have come. She's supposed to be doing a talk at 3 o'clock, which I'm gonna try to make a meet and greet at 3. And yeah, I swear I came just partially to see her because, you know, Marilyn Badger. If you guys don't know who she is, we have seen a bunch of her stuff. And they happen to have an exhibit of hers in the front. She had an exhibit over at the National Quilt Museum and everything. So if it's not Janet Stone, if it's not Jane Sassman, it would be Marilyn Badger for me. Look at her pants. She's so cool. Yep, fangirling. Okay, all right. Are you guys fangirling with me? Do you guys know who she is? I know you do. If you hang out with me, I know you know. I know you know who she is. Okay, we need to hurry up because there's still more to see because 500 quilts. And I skipped her whole exhibit, which isn't great, but maybe I'll do that on the other thing. Oh, so we're just gonna touch and roll, and I'm assuming that's hers. We're just gonna assume that's her quilt. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Okay. What's up, Kat? I was just stalking Marilyn Badger. We were fangirling. Because she's just walking around in the wild, being amazing. Now, what is interesting, I need to go back and look, but the lady is touching the quilts right now. And I don't want to film that in case it's not hers, but I am very curious as to how they hung that quilt up. It's a quilt with a bunch of, it's not square. And you know, I'm very tickled by how this whole show is hung. So I want to go back and look because it's laying flat. And I'm like, how is it laying flat? Who said they're going to catch me later? What are they doing? Terry, you leaving me? See you later.
Oh, 1093. Have we seen all of them?
All right. I am digging this. This is the coolest, most interestingly thought out. I wonder if whoever did this as a kid. Because yes, 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 and yes, some more. Boy, I like this. So look at the fabric direction, and this is on point. So I don't know how they, yes I do, they cut it so that it was on point. I was gonna say, I don't know how they cut it. You're not sure you know enough about Marilyn? Oh my goodness. She's the lady who does the big doilies. She wins all the things. She's the quiltress like times 10 million. I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna run through her section really quick. So that you guys know who she is. Because when you guys see it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when you were there. But anytime we're at a big show, there's usually a Marilyn Badger quilt there. And it's got tons and tons of layers and dimension and all that. But why is this? I am obsessed with this. How cool is this quilt? I wonder, was this a kit? The only thing I want to change, and I usually don't talk about what I want to change because, you know, who cares? And I don't know that I want to change it. I just want to see what would happen. I want to change this color right here on this. And I know nobody cares, but I'd like to see what it looks like if we were to change that color. What to what? Well, I don't want to introduce another color, I don't think, but I'd like to mock it up just so that I can know what it would look like. And I think I would want to change it to what's on the other side so that the only place that you got the pop of green, I know you guys are like, what? But I'm obsessing over this quilt, and this is what happens when I obsess over stuff. All right, let me show you this. From an old magazine, you gave it away after finishing the quilt. You gave it a what magazine? Margie, help me. That's not helpful, Margie. I love it though. This is good. This is really cool. Probably not difficult to do. These blocks are huge. Boy, I like that so much. Okay, what did I say we were gonna do? Run to Maryland. Let me show you. I'm gonna run to Maryland stuff really quickly. This is my run. This is my run. No, that's okay. I'm just gonna dip around you. There we go. No, don't be. Don't be. Yes, we're running. We're running.
This sounds good. That's his text.
Okay, let me show you a Marilyn Badger piece really quickly. Look at these quilts in case we didn't, because I feel like we didn't. Here we go. We're almost there. I'm running as fast as my little feet will take me. Lady who's doing a pedicure, she's like, why are your feet so small? Did not know how to respond to that. Okay, here's a Marilyn Badger, but where's one that we're super familiar with? That one. You guys have seen that. I know you guys have seen this. I've shown it. So that's like a doily. And there's like a series of doilies that our mom had that she has done. Yeah. This is her. Huge fan of her work. I never take pictures with quilters or anything. I'm usually, you know, I don't, but dude, when I see her, we're taking a picture. I am gonna beg her for a picture. I need a picture with all the people that I just am obsessed with. Janet, why don't we have a picture together? I said that like she's watching this. Janet's probably not watching this. But then again, Janet could be watching this. But that's Marilyn Badger. You guys, this is all her section. I guess I should go through it while nobody's around. Here's one of my favorites from her, the blue and this pink here. So I need a picture with Janet Stone. If Jane Sassman sees me, she should just run for safety. Because I'm going to do everything except for probably try to crawl in the chair with her. We've met Carl Breyer Fowler Gentry. We know Tula. I'm a fan of Tula. But Tula doesn't quilt. Like Tula's just designing fabric kind of now. She's got people for that. Every now and then she'll do a quilt, but not like this, you know? She's different. Who do I love, I feel like I'm missing something. Who am I missing? Janet Stone. Janet Stone's got a whole crew of quiltress baddies. Um, Jan Hutchinson and everybody, like, they all run together, which is funny to me because Carol Breyer Fallard Gentry, that she runs with Jane Sassman. It's like they have these cohorts of awesomeness. I want to be in a cohort of awesomeness. Somebody's out there is probably like, well, sew something. You haven't finished a quilt since the 80s. No, I haven't. But I will. My goodness. Is it 3 o'clock here? Because at 3 o'clock, when I tell you we have a hard stop, like just shut the live off and forget to say bye, I am dying to hear this woman talk about her process and how she does stuff. Dying to know. All right. So this is Marilyn Badger and all of her stuff. I'd never seen this one before, and I think it's very cool. Again, I was here yesterday just chilling and enjoying the show. The plaid is unusual. Yeah. Yep, very. Matter of fact, you know what? You're right. Let's just look at it real quick. It's actually doing a lot of the heavy lifting for her, which she, adorns and goes in so heavy, but she's quilted, she's just jumped in there and stitched down on it, making it pop. But the use of a plaid in something like this is kind of unusual for her. I swear. Oh, I want to make an heirloom so bad. I need the time to do it. And, also the design and then the ability, but first things first, just say we want it. Just gonna claim that. Okay, let's get back to our quilt journey. I probably need to move a little faster because, again, the battery is somewhat dying-ish, kind of. Oh, here it is. How is this hanging? Ah, I see. Can you guys see? Do you guys get it? Because this is pretty flat. And it looks like, so we've got the top, right? And then on the side, they disconnected those hooks and just clipped it there. And they clipped it on the other side. And then the rest of it just looks like gravity is doing the work. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. And the fact that it's black and the clips are black, it's not so conspicuous. The best way I've seen to hang a quilt that is not square was, I think in Houston, somebody backed their quilt with a square piece of fabric that matched the background. And I want to say it was black. Still in love with that and that pattern.
Kathy Shern, your purse is at the volunteer booth.
Oh.
Kathy Shern.
We just
Your purse is
are
at
announcing the things
booth.
with our full chest. I sure do like this color story. It's cute. Is that kitty litter? If this is kitty litter, I'm just gonna pluck. Oh no, it's not kitty litter. What a cool background fabric though. Very cute. Very, very cute quilt. Who did this? This is, oh, Tara Evans. I know Tara Evans. I want to say that's Tara Lee Quilterly's pattern there. She's a cutie patootie. All right, we've got some more. I really enjoyed that one there. Hi.
Hey, if you want to see the back of it, there's give me a shout. I'll lift it up for you.
I sure will. Thank you.
Well, you're quite welcome. And there's some other women doing the same thing.
All right. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Love that. First of these are the purse. What's happening? Everybody's losing it around here. But this probably happens all the time, but we don't hear it on the loudspeaker. But people are like, hey, come get your stuff. Oh my goodness. This is a cute sampler. I think it's an apple. That's a really cute sampler. Is this an Adita pattern? I can't remember. And these colors feel kind of Adita, but yeah. Barbara Turner. All right. Oh, we did this already. Okay, let's go down this way. Let's go down this way. Let's see what we see. I swear, I've been seeing patterns that look like this or are made by this person, and I want to do one of these. I don't know what I should call this style. I don't know. Is it Art Deco-y? Is it... I don't know, but I want to do it. I saw one at QuiltCon that had like a brown and it was purple and it was black in it. And ever since I saw that was probably in Atlanta, so like 2 years ago. Ever since I just had some time with that quilt, I've wanted to do one. Interesting pantograph too. I'm usually scared of this pantograph. This was maker Kate Rockwood, quilter Angela Roberts, design Julia Watched. Oh, it's FPP. Okay, I can FPP. What beautiful colors that are chosen. Look at all the FPPing to do this. Can you guys see look at all those pieces. Oh, you gotta want it. You gotta want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Actually, you gotta run it double that, so that's 12 times because each side is that piece. That's a lot of piecing. But not so bad. That's probably the hardest part. I wonder if they did this as a block of the month. That's probably the most difficult part of piecing this quilt. That right there would be the second, but not difficult. Those pieces are long. But right here, you're getting active. That's active. You're getting active right there. But also look at those points. I see you points. What a great pull of a pantograph for this. Huh. Yep. Mental note. Don't worry, guys. I won't remember. Here's a sea turtle. You guys know this is probably a legit kit pattern. And we got some love going on here. And then we've got that going on over there. What an interesting color story. I feel like this might have been... Was this a color challenge? I don't know. Look at that olive put in there with those colors. Interesting. I'm very into olive right now. That's the color that I chose for the bedroom. I have the base is olive, and then whatever I put with it, it'll be gold and something else. That's very Southwest. And we've got some flying geese. Okay. All right, we saw the cows already. I am here for the green. One color, a bunch of different ways. It's not coming up as rich This green right here looks to be a little faded in the camera. In person, it's really rich. And this is eye-catching. Just a little sampler, but a cute one. And a fussy cut little center. Ooh, I see something I really like. It's that guy over there. That's because I like that fabric in the center. I always have. I think I even bought a little bit. I think I bought some of this fabric. I'm almost positive I have some. And I've got an idea for it.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm telling you.
I like this pattern. I like this color story. But then I always like it orange. You guys know how I feel about that. Okay. What else we got over here? Let's plant our feet and just check out what we've got in this section. If you're just starting out and you need to work on some half square triangles, this is one way to do it. Get to it. You will be a half square triangle queen after that. Or king. A lot of custom quilting in this show. I'm telling you, so much. Okay, there's some more exhibiting going on down there. We will come back to that. Gotta come on back.
Really cute. Yeah. Really.
Those bars feel very familiar. I wonder if that's like a terraphoning kind of a, is that a thingy? Whoever did this pantograph, I love you. Look at how big and spaciously, and just a big, pretty pantograph for that negative space. It just nests beautifully. Did we come down here? No, we started. We were in here at some point. Well, in here-ish. We kind of dipped to the left and to the right. You know how I do. Hanging out with your quilting BFF. Get what you get and you do not throw a fit because, you know. Ooh. I like. Improv, huh? Oh my. This is dimensioned up. Is it? Is it pieced and appliqued down? What are we working with here? How did they make this? Is this woven? No, it's pieced, it's sewn. There's a lot of pieces. I feel like a ton of work went into this because I can't even conceptualize how it comes together. Is it it's an original design, so we got nothing. Well, Cheryl, if you see this, come tell us how you made this. Because kudos to you. I wonder if it was made in pieces like this. Like, I don't know. But we got a lot going on. We have the shape, and then we have the color, and then we have the piecing. And I don't know how she's keeping it all together and managing that. And then I think it was appliqued down on there, but I don't know. But it's drawing me in. You know what else is drawing me in? The quilting on this. I wonder if they used wool, because look at how dimensional this is. I just want to squeeze it. We must be in the improv section. We are. We're in improvisational. I like that. Wait, if that's improv, then that means that she improved, or they improved. However, I don't know. I really want to know how that works. Okay. All right, guys. Oktoberfest. Is that improv too? Ooh, cute little cake over here in the corner. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I hung out with this quilt for a little bit yesterday. It's so pretty. But you guys know that I'm drawn to things that are aesthetically kind of long and skinny. It's my shape. I love things that have been stretched. Hence the reason why I'm always running to rectangles. And this is scrappy and it's batiks. And you know, I don't do scrappy and I don't do batik. But something about this. Terry Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski? I don't know, but I like it. I like it, I like it. Again, custom quilting, because look, those trees have not been touched. It's a cool way to quilt that. Look at the trees that are mixed with the colors a little bit. Very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. It stands out. You know what? I can't remember if I showed that area over there or if I had just looked at it yesterday and I'm remembering improperly. So we'll just show it again. It's not going to hurt anything to walk over there and spin around in this for a second. You never know what we might see. Like that bag, which is very cool. Very pretty bag. Okay. No, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I did show you this. Because I remember, yes, we talked about this. Also, look how this one is, it's clipped. This one is clipped the same way. They've got clips right there and right there. And I think Blvd is doing the rest of the work here. And this one is also laying flat. Good job on hanging this. Whoever did this show, you nailed it. As someone who goes to quilt shows all the time, I have seen a little bit of everything. And this caught my eye and I like it. And I hope that everybody adapts to your magnetic system. I've only seen one magnet on the floor and that could be for a myriad of reasons. I mean, I didn't see the magnet. I saw the card on the ground. All the rest of them seem to have been on where they're supposed to be. Only thing you guys need for this show is a please don't touch the quilt sign because people are not respecting it. You guys know better. Come over here just touching people's quilts. I mean, I'm like, you're not even trying to hide it. And I'm not talking about the lady who I think owned the quilt today. There were some ladies just trying to figure something out. So they were just touching the quilts. That is a no-no. I like the information that's on these cards. The only thing I wish that was also on the card was the name of the show. I wish the name of the show or I know black and white is a lot easier, but maybe a logo or something to make it look just that much more professional or official. But other than that, y'all nailed it. I'm loving everything about this show. I even like the way that it's set up once you understand which way you're going to go. It's a good show. Not that anybody cares what I think, but if you were asking, ooh, look at how beautiful the birds are right here. I'm staring at the back of the head of the bird because I'm wondering what the original panel looked like. Because it looks like she stitched down the back of the head of the bird to bring it forward, which makes me wonder, how did it look before? Oh no, she didn't. That's the panel. But she stitched around it to give it some dimension. Yep. I look at all the things, guys. It just makes us appreciate what the artist was thinking and doing. And ooh, is this satin? I don't think that's regular cotton. Some cording here. You don't know where we are. We are in Utah at the Southwest Quilt Southwest Quilt Festival. I am glad that you get excited about being live with me. You know, I often wonder if people enjoy these things, these adventures that we go on together, and if I should continue doing them. And when I hear that you guys are excited, I get excited. Although you guys know that I love hanging out with you, but getting to all these shows and traveling as much as I do is more than an ocean, and I love it, but it just keeps me encouraged, that's all. We have seen this quilt a gazillion times. I have purchased the pattern. I am going to do this pattern at some point, I guess. This is by Jen from Snapdragon. You can buy this pattern. It's called Lunar Lux. And it was quilted by Vicky Rubel of Orchid Owl Quilts. And I'm just never, ever, 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 ever going to get tired of this. Never. Every time I see it, I have to come by. And I was like, how come you don't... I was like, why isn't there one at your booth? And I thought about that. Like, first of all, this is custom quilted, so she's not going to have multiple of the same one. She might have different variations of it, but it's just this one, and I've been able to see it a lot of different places, and I'm never going to pass it by. I'm never not going to stop and love on it. Can't wait till I figure out what I want to do with it, because I want to do something with it. Also, this one is by Vicky Rubel. I've seen it a gazillion times. First time, I think, was at Road to California, and I've loved it from the moment that I saw it the first time. So pretty. This is my favorite part right here. Oh, good. I'm glad that you got the kit for it. We're going to do it at some point. I don't know when, but we are. Is this a Terrafauna? Who is this? Is it not? Oh, see? Okay. When we are magnetizing these, we got to put them in places where you can not put the magnet where there's no words, because I didn't even know that there were quotes in the show that were not judged. But I also very seldom read these because I'm busy. I'll be busy, but yeah. It's like busy doing what? Trying not to ruin everybody else's show. Trying to keep you guys entertained, not be standing in front of people, making sure that people aren't cursing or saying bad things about the quilts around us or having inappropriate conversations. Walk in a straight line, chew bubblegum at the same time. But anyway, we are in the modern traditionalism category. And this won third place. This one first place. I've got to swing back by the YLI booth who are sponsors of this show, huge sponsors of this show, because I need to pick up the rest of my thread. I bought a lot of thread yesterday. I mean, a lot of thread yesterday. A lot. The receipt was as tall as me. And that's no joke. Like, it was literally as tall as I am. I want to make this. Is this purely Gates? Of course it is. Of course it is. Too cute. Ooh, are we bouncing in and out back here in the back? It's okay, we're almost done with this live. We're almost done. Whose pattern is this? This, a guild did these. And I don't know what pattern it is, but I love all the different variations of it. I mean, love the color variations. I'm certainly digging this super bright one here. And the one next to it feels very modern. What a pretty palette. I mean, they're all very cool, and the pantographs chosen are very cool. I really enjoy the pantograph chosen for this one here. I think that's just awesome. Straight line quilting, you're never going to miss with that, which is the one on the far right. Let's see. Pantograph can really make or break your work. This is another excellent pantograph chosen. Beautiful color story. This is bright and fun. Don't be scared of a print. I want to do this pattern, but of course I do, because there's a bunch of 4 patches, and you know I love a 4 patch. A checkered tile, duh. I feel like this would be a great throw for my couch. Aw. Well, I'm happy that I can bring you some joy while you were over there kicking Cancer's butt. You kick Cancer's butt right out of here and hang out with us, and I'm definitely going to keep it going. I'm going to keep going. That's an interesting paragraph for that, too. Okay. Is that the whole show-ish? Sort of? Kind of? Oh, yeah. There's no quilts on the back. Oh, shoot. There are quilts back here. Huh. We did miss this yesterday. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of work. I just see a ton of work here. Teresa, you did a lot of work. Small triangles. Does it say took forever? Small triangles took forever? And then somebody has the nerve to custom quilt this? Look at all those little pebbles in between there, and then over here we got straight lines. Oh no, babe. You'd have been on your own messing around with me. I'd have been like, no. Let me see if I can get you a pantograph. I wonder if this is a data quilt, or if it's just pretty colors and a gang of triangles. That's a lot. So I can say is that's a lot of work. Natalia Bonner, that name sounds so familiar. This is a chill quilt. I can see the house that this quilt should go in. Very cool, very calm, serene. Especially next to this, there's a serious juxtaposition between these two. The energy from this one and the energy from this kind of cancel each other out, right? The color stories. It's a lot of work here too. Got a little transparency play over there in the corner. And then we just have a very, it is all in the color story here for me. It's so simple and so right. I like that. Elegance and simplicity sometimes. Sometimes stuff is just too simple, but sometimes when I think it's very deliberate, I think there's magic there sometimes. Look at the quilting on this one.
Attention, if there is a Linda Frost in the exhibit hall, your ride home is here. If you can meet
Linda's ride is tired of waiting.
by the registration desk, that would be great. Linda Frost.
I'm doing this quilt.
Come to the
I have been looking at this in different colorways. Oh my goodness. When she posted it, I went crazy for it. I forgot I wanted to do this quilter design pattern. Gingerly Quilt Co. Yes. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to all the things. When I get home, I'm going to make a list of the quilt patterns that I'm itching to get to. I thought this was bigger. It must come in several different sizes, because this is absolutely one of them. Oh, please, enjoy your quilt show. You do whatever you need to do.
No.
You get wherever you need to go. I'm just here. Ignore
Do
me.
you have a quilt?
Do I have a quilt? No, I'm not that cool.
I like this one.
Love that gingerly quilt. I don't know what I was talking about, but you guys know. Ooh, aardvarks. Are those aardvarks? Did I just make up an animal? Is there such thing as an aardvark? Armadillos. What is an aardvark? Did I make that up? Where did I get aardvark from? Armadillo. Anybody love armadillos? There is a quilt pattern for everyone. Whatever you like, you will find your animal. Aardvark. What is an aardvark? Now I need to Google aardvark. I hope it's not a bad word. I'm hoping not offending somebody, because aardvark is an ant. Oh. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you showing somebody the quilts?
I am showing everybody the quilts.
She's posting.
I am talking to people as we speak, or we are talking to people.
Oh, cool.
So people who can't come to quilt shows,
Yeah.
I go to quilt shows all across the country and bring people with me, and then put them online for everyone to see.
You need to tell us how to find
If Google this show and I'll pop up.
Okay.
That's the easiest way.
Okay. We'll find you.
You will find me. Look at all the different quilting in this. Here we go. I'm your legs. I am your legs. Oh, you heard Linda in her ride? Her ride is tired. Her ride is like, Grandma, if you don't come on, Grandma, I can't be walking through this hall trying to find you. She might be way in the back with me. I'm in the back right now. It feels good back here too. Calling your name over speaker at Walmart. Yes. Where were you? She said, do not leave your side. Or she said she was going to be out in front and pick you up at a certain time, and time got away from you. This is pretty quilting. We're going to do the rest of the back. I have not walked this quilt show in a manner that makes a lot of sense, but we saw a lot of quilts. We saw a lot of quilts. Uh-oh. Something just fell. But I fear that we did not see all the quilts. We just saw a lot of quilts. Legacy of Faith. Is this an Oregon Trail? Am I making up stuff again? No, Oregon Trail was a real thing. I remember playing the video game on the computer. Shout out to the millennials who know that I am not crazy making up stuff. This is the mixed techniques. And this one, an honorable mention. Famous bronc riders. Women? I am Women Watch Me Ride. Women were bronc riders? Now that I wasn't familiar with. I mean, I see women barrel race, but I don't think I see them riding broncs that I can think of. And I'm no stranger to a rodeo. Yeah, okay, Kat, you're with me. You're with me. I'm not crazy. Ooh, is this cross stitch? It is. Or is it a printed? No, it's actual cross stitch. I love when people incorporate their cross stitch and their embroidery blocks into quilts. How cool. Look, they went around it and gave it some dimension and made it stick out. Ooh, look at the Christmas tree. Thank you for that. So an aardvark is a thing. I don't know what made me say it. It just came out of nowhere. I wish you could drop a picture. I'm probably going to look it up though, so I can see if it looks anything like, well, if it looks like an anteater, it doesn't look like an armadillo. But at least we know it's an animal. Look, I like wool work, and we've got a mix of wool and cottons here. I am so pleased with these magnets. Okay. Oh, I want to show you guys this. I saw this yesterday. And at her family reunions, they use fabric markers to color quilt blocks that she has traced an image onto. And after the reunion, she stitches them into the quilt, and then the person in charge of the upcoming reunion is the recipient, which is very cool. But what I liked is how good the fabric markers were working on the fabric. So look right here, look at the opacity that they were able to get in the fabric markers. Look at that black, how good. Now she doesn't tell us exactly what fabric marker they're using, but you can get some serious saturation and color payoff with the markers, which is my fear, right? That's my fear, is how good are the markers gonna work? I think they worked beautifully, and I enjoy this. I think it's so sweet and special. Okay. Now where are we going? Oh, we've seen that one before. Where did we see her? I think we saw her at QuiltCon. Pink. How much do you have to love pink to do a quilt of pink? Who would I do a quilt of? I like Dolly Parton, although I know, what's her name? I already did about Dolly Parton. Everybody has a Dolly Parton. Not everybody, but there's a pixel quilt of Dolly, and then there's the one that Vrushka, that's who did it. I've been saying I was going to do a pattern like this forever. There's a woman who shows up at like Road to California who does those patterns. And I keep saying, I'm going to do one. Have I done it yet? No. But I will one of these days. Who's doing this? Nanette, Metallic Peacock, Nanette Jordan. Are they using those, what are those paints? I'm sure they are. They're using those, painting on fabric. I forget the name of the paints that all come in that little jar with the black top. But it looks like there's a couple of people who are using that technique. Jacquard, thank you. You guys we are locked in today. We are locked in. Yes. That is exactly, and I never was going to be able to call that. You guys are my people. Thank you. That is what I'm talking about. You nailed it. I never was going to be able to call that. What does that say? You're of glass. Never, no, use your glass. Maybe I should stop reading that before I accidentally say a bad word or something that I don't know. Okay. But here is the pixelated version of Pink, glow in the bubble gum. Beautiful quilt. All right. Pixel quilts just do not call my name. Not yet. That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. I actually have one designed, but it's a little different than that. I need to put that out. That's a free, I forgot I had that done. That was years ago. So much to do. Is it 3 o'clock yet? We've got 20 minutes and 10%, which is fine because we have another phone that is ready to go, but we're finished for the most part of walking the show. It was 2 hours to loosely get through about 500 quilts. And when I say loosely, we just didn't go through and say, this one was done by this person and this one was done by that one. We did a little bit, but this was a beautiful show. They did an amazing job. They did an amazing job. So much custom quilting around here. This is honestly one of the best quilt shows I've been to this year. Why? Is because you're able to kind of get around. It's the way that they have it set up. It's so beautifully spacious. I really enjoy it. You can get up on the quilts. They're not super duper far, although they probably need to be because I told you people just touch stuff. I like the way that it's set up a lot. Lots of custom quilting, a nice mix of things that are approachable and things that are quiltress level quilts. We saw this in Vegas. This is by Vicky. This was an excellent show. If you really like quilts, if quilts are your thing, this is a great show to go to. They've got a couple of classes here that you might have been interested in. And I imagine it's just going to get better and better and better. There's a person, I don't know who they are, that does a block swap of economy blocks that are all tulip pink. And a friend of mine participated in them, and I was able to get a couple of the blocks. And I tell you, they got me wanting to do an economy block swap so bad. Oh, this is Linda Brown. Oh, that's the lady who was speaking to me. Didn't even know. I think that's the woman who was just speaking to me. I think. I bet you it was. Watch, you guys are going to go back and be like, yep, that was the lady she was speaking to and didn't even know. All right, Linda Brown, you go, girl. Which explains why she and Marilyn Badger are just chilling. See, I told you, it's cohorts of greatness. Okay, guys, this battery is getting ready to die, which is perfect because we did a solid 2 hours. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Make sure that we are, oh, I don't know. That sure is. There she is right there. The woman who was talking to Linda Brown. What was I saying? I don't know. It's squirrel because you guys know me. All right. We are coming out of here and about to die. I'm just walking through, getting the last of the show. This is a really cool design program. It's called Quilt Duck. And you see the fact that you're designing your quilts with their software. It's a one-time purchase of about $30, which is one of the things that I really enjoyed. But don't worry, I'll go through and I'll do, a sweep of who's here. And yeah, we are all done. They really did replenish their stuff. You guys, yesterday, I kid you not, I wiped out this whole, when I tell you I wiped this out, this was black. I bought all of it. And I don't mean a little bit. I mean, I bought every single one of this particular thread. This is their Super Strong. They just released it in all the colors of